Did you know that nearly half the world's population lives on less than $6.85 a day? That's almost 4 billion people facing a silent struggle we often don't see. Poverty isn't just about a lack of money. It's a web of challenges that affects everything from health and education to basic human dignity. It's the child who can't go to school, the parent who skips a meal, the family without a safe place to call home. This isn't a problem for a distant country. It's a global crisis happening right in our interconnected world. By understanding the true scale and face of poverty, we can start to dismantle the systems that perpetuate it. Let's pull back the curtain and see the real stories behind the statistics. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos into the issues that affect real people in the real world.
Do y'all know that the average American doesn't have any money left over, if but maybe $200 or $300 left after they get paid every 2 weeks or every month? Did y'all know that? I'm sorry, but that I literally feel like drive me to voluntary homelessness. I would volunteer to be homeless. There's no way they'd have me out here working for anybody and I can't live life after I pay bills. Y'all can have these bills back. Take the car, take the crib. You can have it. Listen, I'm going to be homeless on the streets before I dare. Because, see, the way I'm set up, my Father which art in heaven would never have that be my portion. That's not my portion. There's no way that paying bills and not having any money left over to really exist, that's not my portion. That's not my portion. And I feel like if that doesn't motivate you and inspire you to get out here and go make some money, make more money. See, the problem with us nowadays is not that we don't know how to make money. It's just that we need to make more money. Find ways to make more money. Stop making excuses. You need to be trying to be the president of the United States before you stop trying to find a new job. Listen, if you got to switch jobs every single 2 weeks, then that's what you got to do. May the best salary win. Thank you.
Y'all, I'm parked in front of Dollar Tree because I'm about to go in there and get some essentials. But before that, I honestly just had like the only crash out because I had stopped to get gas, right? And I'm really in a place in my life where I'm really budgeting my finances because I just don't got it like that. I'm in a real crunch, survival, financial fucking rut. And I know it's not forever, but this is just the chapter I'm in. And as much as I try to be positive sometimes, like, it's really hard. It's really hard to be in a financial, like, survival mode when you don't know what your next move is. You don't know where your next resource is coming from, because it fucking makes you hypervigilant. And like, when you're hypervigilant, like, you can't relax, your brain can't shut off, and you can't stop worrying, and that shit just drains all your energy. Like, having to worry all the time drains your energy. And I understand that, like, people are like, oh, pray, and don't get me wrong, I pray, but when I'm about to take a shit and I don't know when the next fucking slice of paper toilet is coming from, like, you know, that's real life 3D shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's a really difficult place to be in. And so with that being said, I had 25 bucks in like my Apple Cash card. And so I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go to the gas station, I'm gonna get $15 of gas, and then the rest, like, I'm gonna take to get like a little bit of essentials at Dollar Tree. And when I asked him for 15 regular, he had put gas in my car and it charged my whole shit. And I just stood there because, like, I'm not trying to crash out in front of this man, but I'm like, fuck, like, I literally don't have anything else. Like, my regular account is negative. Like, fuck. I have no toilet tissue. I have no, like, I need stuff for the house. Like, I don't have water. Like, I don't, oh my god. So he was like, oh, like, it charges you temporarily, like, it's gonna refund you. So I literally drove off and I parked on this random street and I just cried. Like, I let it all out. Like, I couldn't even, it wasn't even one of those like boohoo cries. It was just like one of those silent cries where like the tears just come down and you're just like overwhelmed, you just shut down. And within a couple of minutes, like, I got $11 back, thank God. And so with that being said, I'm about to go into the Dollar Tree and I'm about to get, you know, whatever essentials I can with that. But y'all, this is not okay. Like, this is not normal. And I share this not because I want to give a sob story, not because, you know, I'm asking for help or anything like that, because honestly, I'm a person that has a very hard time receiving help, and that's not even like my gist. It's just to shine a light for other people that are going through this shit, because I know that I'm not one of one. And it's not even like, oh, you can tell somebody like get a job. Most of the jobs right now, most of the jobs are not paying enough for you to cover rent, for you to cover bills, and for you to be able to live. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane. And I don't know where anybody else lives, but I live in New Jersey. It's super fucking expensive on like the Northeast. Like it's the fact that other people live like this, because like I said, I know I'm not one of one. This shit is insane. And the fact that like it's only gonna get worse and this economy is only getting worse. Like, I understand, like I said, this is just a chapter. Like, I'm in my last year of grad school, so I know I'm gonna have a career next year. But the fact that like not many people are in my position and probably, you know, like have kids, have way more responsibilities than I do, and they have to live like this, it's fucking horrible. And it's depressing. And I think a big issue with like mental health and depression in this country is probably because people can't take care of themselves, and people know that. It makes you feel like a second-class citizen. It makes you feel like shit. It makes you feel like a bad person, and it makes you feel like you're not enough, and that's a shitty feeling. And it just makes me sad. It makes me sad that as a country we advance as much as we have, but there's so many people that are like falling between the cracks. And I don't know if anything will ever be done about that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I had to share because this shit is hard. And if you're going through this, I'm really sorry. And honestly, I wouldn't wish this on nobody for
Cost of living in the United States has officially gotten to the most expensive number it has ever gotten to, expressed in total or as a percentage in the history of the United States. For a single person right now, on average, it is costing $38,000 per year to just live in America. $3,189 per month. I don't understand how they expect that to be possible when the average income for one person in America in 2019 is $31,000. If you adjust that for inflation, it's $38,000 in today's money. Even just looking back to the year 2000, looking all through the decades leading up, in 2023, we are officially at the highest point of cost of living it's ever been. Go back just 30 years to 1990 and the rent was only $465, a new house $123,000, and the average income was $28,000. So the change from 1990 to now is only $3,000 a year average income, but the cost of everything else has gotten almost quadrupled, or in some cases 10x'd. What's the end goal? What do they think is going to happen when the middle class can't afford to do anything? Everyone is officially at a point now where they're working just to live.
I just took out a loan for basic needs and food. Like, needs/food. I have never in my life had to take out a loan for the things that my home needs. I had to make the decision of gas or food, or somehow budget it and split that and get a little bit of gas and get a little bit of food until I get paid again. I said, there's no way. I cannot do this. I need to have a little bit more for gas, and I need to have enough food. So Affirm has, its thing with Sam's Club. I was like, fuck it. Let's just take out a loan for our basic needs. I feel like this is not okay. This is not okay. We're fucked.
So I was on the way to take my 4 and my 7-year-old to school today, and today was my 4-year-old's first day of pre-K. And I looked down and realized that my gas light was on, so I stopped at the gas station, take the kids in to get some gas. And we've been struggling this week. We had a lot of bills come out, and on top of that, my car tore up, so we had to pay to have that fixed. And I thought I had $15 left on my card, and I have a whole line of people behind me, so I swipe my card, it declines. And I'm like, oh my God, let me try another card. And swipe that card, it declines. And I could tell that the cashier lady was getting frustrated with me, and there was literally like 10 people behind me. And I really didn't know what to say. So before I could say anything, a gentleman behind me says, don't worry about it, I'll pay for it. And I was so humiliated. All I could say was, I'm so sorry, thank you, with my head down, and grab my kids' hands and go out the door. Like I said before, I'm 4 months postpartum. I'm just now getting back into work. I have a small cleaning business that I've had to put on hold so I could stay home with my baby. The first few months, I'm just now getting back into that, but these last few months have been a struggle. And it's a really shitty feeling as a 30-year-old mom that I couldn't put $15 worth of gas in my car. And I'm not posting this for sympathy. I'm not posting this to ask for money. I'm posting this because this is real life shit for so many people, and a lot of people don't want to come forward about what they're going through because they're embarrassed. So I'm here to be that light for you guys. But this is real life shit for a lot of people, and my life is not always glamorous. My life is not always happy rainbows, and I'm not going to come on here and pretend like it is, because it's not. I'm not one of those lucky individuals that had family pass them down wealth or land or cars. Every little thing I've had, every shitty vehicle I've owned, I have worked my butt off for. And all I know is I'm about to work my ass off to make sure that that never happens again. Is it the first time it's happened? No, it's not the first time it's happened. But I'm to a point where I am tired of scraping by. I'm tired of just getting by, and I want to live comfortably. And I'm about to work my ass off these next few months to make sure that's going to happen. I really, really hope this TikTok thing works out for me. I really do. I've been working really hard on here. I've been staying super consistent. I've been busting my butt on this app, and I'm praying, manifesting, and speaking it into existence that this is going to be a fruitful passive income for me, and I'm just going to keep going. I think my life is about to hit a turn point, and I'm about to be going on a different path, and I think TikTok was placed in my life to help me on that road there. But to that gentleman that paid for my gas, I know I will probably never see you again, but thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that for me, because you didn't have to, and it meant a lot. And if you're going through this, just know that you're not alone, and this is going to be our year. This is going to be our year. We are going to work hard, we are going to pray, and we are going to give it our all to make sure that we're not going to be in this situation anymore.
Like, what happens when the economy goes completely belly up and everything is absolutely too expensive to just exist? Because right now, it's almost impossible to be able to afford an apartment, to afford car insurance, to afford gas. Like, $100 for your cell phone every month, $80 just for internet service. Like, what happens when we just can't afford to live? Because as a single income household, this shit is damn near impossible right now.
Okay, serious question real quick. How are we supposed to afford life? I have 3 kids. What? And my husband and I both have full-time incomes, and I still am puzzled. Like, it's an enigma. Like, for real, why? I just left Walmart and got the bare minimum for groceries, like bare minimum, and cheap stuff. Baby, we ain't eating salmon and steak, baby. We eating hamburger helper, some Doritos. Like, we getting like the Dino Nuggies, okay? Great Value brand. Now, I did get 3 pairs of kids shoes because my kids are starting back to school and they need some new sneakers. But tell me why I got the bare minimum in groceries and 3 pairs of sneakers, and I'm coming out just shy of $300. There's no way. This is crazy. Like, I had children on the understanding that if I worked hard and put my pennies away, that we would be okay. And now I'm feeling not okay. And then my intrusive thoughts just come in and they start thoughting, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I have 3 kids that are all very close together, which means they're all going to be in college at the same time. How in the world am I supposed to send them to college? Now, don't get me wrong. I know that, like, it's completely normal for people to just take out student loans and do all that. But I was lucky enough that my mother paid my way through college semester by semester, like the strong single mom she is, by making sacrifices because she didn't want me to have all that debt. And while I am not naive enough to know that I may not be able to do that for 3 children, I still hope to be able to help, ease that burden. And I'm like, huh? How? Literally how? Mama, I don't know how much harder mama can hustle, okay? Mama is making the moolah, and the moolah is not spreading thinly, and I can't make it reach all corners. It's crazy.
Good morning, kids and humans under 40. I want to show you something based on my last text. Don't get loud with me. The average rent in Massachusetts is $29.63 a month. Do not say that this is just Boston area. This is not even luxury. These are towns. There you go. Is another site. Studio average is a studio, $2,396. That does not include utilities. 1 bedroom, $25.57. 2 bedroom, $29.63. Follow me for a second. Average income in Massachusetts per person is $48,593. You are supposed to make 3 times the rent in Massachusetts to have an apartment. If you were to make 3 times the rent in Massachusetts at $29.63 times 3, that's going to bring you to $8,889 a month. Ready? We're not done. Since y'all like to do math or yell at me for not doing math. That is $106,000 a year. Are you making $106,000 a year? And before you get on here with your 25 and under attitude saying, oh, we'll just pick a better degree. Some of these people have been in their careers for 20 years. And what was paying $65,000 10 years ago is still paying $65,000, and it's no longer a good job.
I saw this video on here and she was like, what is a normal 2-income household nowadays? And I was reading through the comments, which I shouldn't have done. But me and my husband are blessed. We make good money, but yet we still struggle because we are essentially paying 3 mortgages every single month. We have our actual mortgage. We have our student loan debt, which my husband has a doctorate degree and I have a master's degree. So you can only imagine. And we also have daycare for 2 kids, which is a small mortgage. So literally over half of our income goes just to those 3 things. We're not talking about food, we're not talking about cars, we're not talking about insurances, we're not talking about savings, we're not talking about utilities, we're not talking about like clothing our kids, diapers.
I live in Virginia, and in Virginia, even if you own your vehicle, you still have to pay taxes on it every single year. It's called personal property taxes, and it can affect your cars, trailers that you have, campers, RVs, boats, anything along the lines of that. Even though you pay taxes on it when you purchase it, you are still going to pay taxes on it every single year, even if it's paid off. The area that I live in, we get 1 bill a year, and it is due at the end of every year, right around Christmas time. There are other areas that get a bill twice a year, so they have 2 smaller bills throughout the course of the year. So let's review our bill because it just came in the mail yesterday. The way it works is the county gets an assessed value for your item. So whether that's your car, camper, whatever it is, they give you an assessed value. And then there is a rate per $100 that you pay. This year's rate is $2.35 per $100 of the piece of property that you own. And then they charge you per month that you own that item. So if you had your car for 12 months, they're going to charge you for 12 months. If you owned it for 6 months and then got a different car, they'll charge you for the first 6 months for the first car and then the second 6 months for the second car. I had to fold this so you guys couldn't see my personal information. But for us to own our personal property in the state of Virginia this year.
Don't get me wrong, I love being single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all 4 brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the fuck. And then now I just paid my car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in like 3 hours, and it wasn't even like fun, you know? Fuck. Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities. And you can't, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. If I were to do public transport, it's like asking to get rate, and I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy. I'm just, living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of shit that I have to lug with me for work. And I can't do that with public transport. I'm venting. Inflation sucks. Just living in America sucks. Living alone sucks. It's great, but it sucks. Because you have to front all the expenses by yourself. I need a husband just so that I can live. So we can split the bills.
These are just some of the challenges being faced that many people silently go through. If you liked this video for bringing awareness, give us a like and subscribe so that you do not miss our future videos.